the idea is that, but I mean, I think we should assume that the armor penetration thing is going to be patched in. Much like, remember the Tech 9? Do you remember the Tech 9 had like ridiculous accuracy?
No, we mean zero recoil now.
Yeah, the Tech 9 had 0 recoil.
Literally 0 recoil,
Good
4
times.
days.
I think it's probably going to be like that, and I think the idea is clear. They want people to use the M4A4. They want it to be like a choice that's much more obvious, because it hasn't been obvious. You just get, I mean, most of the time, the M4A1S is almost better in almost just generally all the time, because it's so much more dynamic. You get so much more out of it because of the stealth element is so important at the pro level. So most pro players use the M4A1S, and also it's much easier to handle the spray than with the and the type of engagements you go for aren't usually like multiple player spray downs. That's not really how the CT side has to work. So you can really tailor your playstyle to that weapon. So now they've broken that mechanic in a sense and said, okay, now you've got to like relearn which gun you're going to use for which situations, because now you know your M4A1S is going to be worse.
Yeah. And I do feel like people are definitely overreacting to this one as well. Like, I saw somebody say that they don't feel like they can win a duel against an AK anymore. But really, the only, apart from the recoil, the only change is the rate of fire being 10 bullets from 11 bullets, because the suggested armor penetration thing wasn't executed properly. So you can see that there's a bias based on the information that they're like expecting it to be worse, and maybe that's impacting their performance. But I do feel like because of the stealth, which is one of the biggest things with that gun, that most people who use it will go back to using it after having a hissy fit for a week or 3.
Yeah, there's obviously actually a lot of points I can make here as well. If we can continue this later, because we are getting into the game, guys. We've got the pistol round between EnVyUS and Titan. This is the first map of the day, day 2 of FACEIT League, stage 3. And we have ourselves a train between Titan and EnVyUS. Titan have chosen this one, but they have lost the knife round, sorry. So they are going to be starting on the T side, and they're going for the alley push. This is the choice. Now, will it be a good one?
Conga lines coming in through Ivy. There was a crossfire from the Envy players, but the smoke is going to remove that, and they're going to reconsider their position and try and stop the bomb from going down. You can see MBK moving towards the site. He's got the dualies out. We didn't even mention those. Apex coming in to take down RPK in a trade situation. Man advantage for Envy. The bomb is down in the middle of the site. There is a flank coming in from Existence, but can he get there in time? Maniac running distraction, but Maniac will fall to NBK. Shox taking down Apex, leaving it in a 2 versus 2. There is a minute on the clock for these players to do something, but NBK is coming in the rear with the gear. That gear is those fresh dual Berettas. He hasn't been raid boss though. He's got no armor and only 10 HP. He's a feather stroke away from dying, and he's going to reset his position. Bomb's being picked up by Titan, looking to maybe move towards the B site through CT spawn. Now the bomb has fallen, finally finding that last bullet onto NBK.
Yeah, so a pretty interesting one-on-one now. 30 seconds for Existence to try to find a way to win this. And Happy's in a really good position by that connector. He's got really fast rotation towards A and B, and he's always correctly predicting where Existence is going, but he's not going to land a shot. So Existence still in with another chance here, and Happy is going to go for the peak again. He realizes that Existence has to go for the plant. He's trying to play that time. Existence also knows that fact. He's got to try to get the kill or the plant right now, or he's not going to get either, and he is going to get the kill in the last few seconds. He was committed at that point as well, so nice result there from Existence. I think Happy's going to feel a little bit disappointed he didn't play that one a little bit better.
Nerves of steel from Existence. He put his hand out. There'd be no shake in there whatsoever. Very, very patient play. Excellent mind games from both players. And again, the dual Berettas, if I'm not mistaken, have had increased armor penetration. I did see a lot of those yesterday as well, and they were causing absolute havoc. But generally speaking, if you're going to buy dual Berettas in the pistol round, then throw it to someone who has armor, so you can really get some havoc going and turn this into an episode of Mad Max.
Okay, so we'll have the force spy coming in from EnVyUS Nova and NBK, and they have actually spotted all the T's, moving through alley. Pretty much the same as the pistol round here for Titan, just moving through alley, trying to split onto yard, and we have a nice defense coming from Kyo. Shima gets 2 with that 5-7, and now Titan are scrambling. They've got 2 players left, Shox and Existence, and they have very little health remaining. This looks like an EnVyUS round, and what a round to win.
Yeah, this is classic EnVyUS. Oh, we lost the round? Well, let's win the next one. Existence and Shox have 20 HP between them. They are essentially doomed. There is almost no way for them to win this now. Only Shox remaining. going to try and avoid being crossfired here. It is possible, but he's up against 2 AKs with a Mac-10. They don't have helmets, though. So if he can get close enough, then who knows what might be possible, although NBK will close that chapter with a shot to the head.
This really sucks as well for Titan, because on this map it's really, really hard to do anything when you haven't got weapons and the CTs are fully equipped. It's really, really hard. I mean, the best chance to really have an impact on your future rounds is to get a bomb down, of course. And the best way to get the bomb down is to go B, but there's no chance that you're going to be able to defend the bomb even if you get it down. So it's just really hard times all around. You can see these. Oh, actually, Kiyoshima's left himself with a deagle. He's not actually brought up anything in addition to that, so that's quite interesting.
How much money does he have left? He's got 1,200, so this is probably. Well, let's see, he would have had 1,900. This is probably the best range he'll get out of a gun for his money. And it's a good map. Crouch spam the deagle. He can have a good time. Just get those meat shots to the torso. Happy coming in with 2 frags. And this Titan push is not going anywhere soon. Getting squashed like orange in a presser down.
You can see exactly how difficult it is to get into yard. It's so hard through those choke points. And EnVyUS, they played it very well, using those ranges to their advantage. And now Kiyoshima is going to buy us. Well, actually, he managed to score an AK from a teammate. So we do have 4 rifles, and well, MBK still on the P90, but pretty good equipment here for EnVyUS, of course, and Titan going for the full save. So very nice round for EnVyUS. To be honest, I would not expect them to even lose anybody, of course, up against just pure Glocks, pretty much. Glocks with the PC-50. And here we go, we'll see them go for that B plant, but it's not even close to happening. They don't kill a single player. And once again, a flawless round from EnVyUS. Their money has been built up quite significantly. So now, if Titan, this is where they can show us where the preparation really went.
Rifles only for the Titan side. They used to be French, Belgian, and Swiss, and now they are French, Belgian, and Swiss, Dan. Marvelous. So, EnVy starting with 4 people in the A bomb site. This is interesting. When we see Cloud9 play CT, for example, they prioritize smoking off and taking control of the CT side of T main into A, whereas EnVy started with 4 people, 3 towards Ivy with 1 close to the bomb train. And now they will take their formation, holding 3 on the bomb train itself at the moment. Just having a look here and there, making sure there are many guns wherever they may be required towards the A site. Got a lurker towards Pop Dog, not sure if it's above or below at the moment. And only 1 deep towards B, which is NBK with a P90. We saw some great grenades, some great timing grenades from Team Liquid as well on the CT side of train this week in the Cluj qualifier. So I'm hoping to see more of that from teams who will hopefully be observing. So after waiting, Titan maybe trying to invite EnVy to have some aggression. They're going to flash their way out of main and make their way onto the site. Yeah,
pretty strong entry there. He's charging in. 2nd kill found by him on the bomb train. That's going to give him a very, very clean plant. And there is nothing really to stop Titan from winning this round. NBK's put himself that P90. He's managed to get a couple kills on the board, him and Apex. But he's now pinned down by Connector, and he does not like his chances here. He's going to back away. And it's a smart choice. There's no way through that connector area, so he's just going to chill and see what damage he can do if they are going to try and push him. Trying to be oh my god! What?
Yeah,
I didn't know the P90 could do that, James.
We saw it the other day.
Yeah,
we saw it yesterday. Well, he was heavily tagged in fairness, so is RPK, but I think NBK's P90 party will come to an end at least for round 5. Titan make their way onto the scoreboard. May I be the first to welcome them. They can continue the pressure, and EnVy just going all in immediately. How dare you win a round? Excuse me, it's 3-2. How dare you win a round? Of course, they want a pistol as well. Sometimes EnVy make you forget the way they just win these force buys all the time.
It's quite a cool response, though. Double up. I'm pretty sure they're thinking about this because of the way that Titan just walked out into yard. And if Titan have the same kind of confidence to do a similar play, going into double ops, well, that's going to be the best way for the CT side to deal with that. So it makes a lot of sense that EnVyUS went double up, I got to say. But the problem is that it's Titan, they're going to show a diversity of strategy here. They're going to actually take over Secret. I wonder if they're just going to harass, maybe jump and then double back into Pop Dog for a yard push in the end, or if they're actually going to commit to this. Looks like they're going pretty deep in the upper area secret here, so it does look like they want to commit into this bomb site. MVK is doing some damage here, but he's going to fall, and here it is, Titan. They have taken that B-bomb site.
Now, this is going to be really hard for Envy if Titan can get some smokes down, because a retake with 2 warps is never what you want. Maybe on train, though. We'll see if they can get it working. Kenny S gets the first frag, and Apex has found his way around the back, and he's picked up 2. Getting the work in for his team. There's the 3rd one for the M4A4. Who knows if he would have been using a silenced M4 yesterday. Smoke Diffuse comes in as well, and Existence will try to save his gun. Taken down Happy, so a bit of a consolation there. And Envy will take only one of the 2 warps through to the next round.
So that was Titan had that round for sure, considering how quickly they got the entries and how they locked down the yard. Because there was no entry. The only person that was able to actually sneak in was Apex, and that means that there was a lack of communication, or somebody wasn't watching the approach there on that walkway from Connector, and that was the problem there. Apex shouldn't be allowed to walk around the back. You could see nobody understood that he was coming.
Yeah, he must have pushed for a smoke there, because the standard smoke, the first smoke you throw on the B-bomb site, is down this slope here towards Connector, which allows you to push deep into the site as well, and potentially flank any CTs coming towards you. It's an M4A4 party, Dan. There is no loyalty here to the silenced M4. It has been swiftly abandoned. I know MBK was using the M4A4 in recent times anyway, and he will do some nice work for his team. Shocks ending up suiciding with an assist from NBK. He has died to the world. That is a great Molotov to try and stop the plant from going down. Maniac is going to try and hold it, but has he got enough health? He doesn't. No plant for the Titan, and it's Existence versus 4 left in a dire situation. He'll try and survive. Didn't manage to do it last round.
Yeah, it would be nice if he gets some damage, but I think EnVyUS are going to be building a lot of bank now. They are going to be very comfortable, and considering they even denied the plant this round, the money is going to be a little bit sketchy here for Titan. Existence will pick up a kill on the outskirts there onto Happy, so his position's been given away. They know more or less where he's at, and Apex is going to finish him off. So really, really awesome stuff here from EnVyUS so far, and you know, showing you why they've been having generally better results than Titan recently. And I think they took to the new lineup much more quickly. And the double AWP is going to be in play once again. And I actually really like it, because Titan might kind of reset the kind of looper strategy where they go back to the beginning again. It's like, okay, the first thing that was really successful, guys, was when we went for that contact play in yard. And again, the double AWPs are very good at dealing with that. So we've got the pistol play from Titan as they just go for a safe 1 round. Apex having a bit more trouble than usual there, but the rest of his teammates are there to clean up.
The MBK's opted for the MP9, looking for the long-range kills. Might be a bit more difficult with that one. Never know with him as well. If he hadn't just picked up the M4, I wonder if he would have continued with that MP9. But he's holding B, so probably not the best idea. And in fact, using the M4A4 is quite favourable for all those kind of situations where you might have multiple bodies coming at you. And again, you can see Apex managing to get 3 a few rounds ago after pushing through that smoke. Would have been a bit more difficult, although still doable with a silenced M4. Maybe even easier due to the stealth. Titan looking to go for a fast play towards the B-bomb site. Maybe just to take initial map control, but Happy's having none of that.
Yeah, I actually think that they were going to go for a smoke execute on A, actually, just like, as you say, just a bit of a map control play. And in fact, they are dropping down Pop Dog very, very quickly to try to get that play onto that A-bomb site. And actually, some of these shots are being missed by enemies, but despite that, Hiroshima gets a quick triple to just shut down the remainder of Titan. That orb shot there from Happy, I think that really, really messed things up for Titan. I really think they were going to try to set up for a smoke execute on the outside. But and it makes a lot of sense, because against a double orb, you kind of at least guarantee yourself a post plant, hopefully. So that's been shut down now. So I think that Titan might go to that in their next buy round as well. I think that would be smart, but we'll have to see how they approach it, because they have to save once again, and they are in this cycle right now. EnVyUS are just battering them.
So Apex going for the long-range spray down versus the eco of Titan. Down 55 is susceptible to a bit of a meat shot. I think the average meat shot with a Deagle was about 51, actually, so he's quick enough. He should be alright. 3 players left. Quickly made to 2, quickly made to 1. RPK with the bomb will get close to the site, but not close to planting by any means. So Envy building a good score so far on the CT side. Again, this was the pick of Titan, losing the knife. They did start on the less favoured side.
More importantly, their money is really, really good across the board. 7 to 12k in range. It's very strong. So, okay, Are we going to see that outside execute from Titan? What are they going to go for here? They've got existence towards Ali, so it does seem like they, you know, with the guy on Ali, you would expect that they'd try to tie that in with an outside play, but it looks like, I don't know about an execute. Well, there we go. We do get some smokes coming out here from Titan. This is a very, very fast execute. Maniac and RPK will get some entries, but EnVyUS are fighting back here. They're managing to win the war. But now it's back to a 2 versus 2. In comes Maniac from the top of the train, and now it's all on Happy. For once, we're actually going to get a Titan that look like they have an advantage on their T side.
Well, they need to make sure they are in a position to trade if possible, but they also need to watch their back. So not just difficult for Happy, it's also difficult for Titan. If Happy finds himself in a position to get one frag without being traded, then the bomb still needs to be planted by the remaining Titan player, and the onus goes to them.
Bit of panic there. That's perhaps, you know, someone might be flanking. Panic's the wrong word. Concern would be a better one. See Happy just for a moment falling back there to check his flank, but now he's heard the plant sound, but he maybe have incorrectly read that one. And now he understands what's going on, but the smoke comes in from existence. He's taken up position by Pop Dog. That's strong. Can cover Maniac. Here goes Happy through the smoke. Very well timed flash. That's got him onto the bomb train, and he will find existence. In with that pistol, can't get the kill. And he didn't know if someone was close or far away. Otherwise, he would have had the AWP out if he knew existence was going to be challenging him from there. So very hard position for Happy. Just goes to show that those outside bomb plants on the A yard are so hard to deal with as a CT.
And EnVy will try to stop them from getting there in the first place. Now we've gone from 2 AWPs to 3. Shock's going to be picking one up on Titan, as opposed to Smiths, who you would have probably expected. Of course, we are well aware that Shox is a very competent AWPer as well. Kenny with a great angle from Ivy to Pop Dog. Maybe spotted the other player coming out. Happy is going to take down Maniac. RPK soon to follow to the grave. Titan literally getting bodied in this round. Shox left for only a second. Happy will remorselessly shoot him. His old in-game leader with the BM.
Yeah, and this really, really hurts because, of course, now they're reset. They just won a round with 2 players surviving, and now they lost a round, and it was pretty clean for EnVyUS. So their EnVyUS's bank remains very strong, and Titan, they're deciding to force buy. They know they don't have many rounds left to play with, so they want 2 chances instead of, or 2 or 3 chances instead of just one good one, which I respect. But Kenny S is not showing respect here for Titan. Great shot there on the defense of the team main choke point. And EnVyUS, they look untouchable at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, they're changing their early formation in train almost every round. You saw the previous round, Kenny was in the Ivy area, smoked off, looking towards Pop Dog, getting the first frag. This time he's looking down to team main, getting very early frags as well. So if you're Titan, you have to be scared as to where Kenny might be looking with that AWP until you get him off it. And that's not happening anytime soon.
Yeah, and Happy's, you know, it's not just Happy, Kenny S as well, they're both AWPing. And you don't know where, yeah, as you say, like, you don't really know where they're going to be. They can really be anywhere. So we already saw them getting burnt by Happy going up towards Secret and getting a fast pick there. And we're going to see movement towards Secret this round from Titan with those pistols. They're going for that quick B-bomb plant again, just for the money. Must be the money. We got the MBK all this line as well. Here he goes. There is number 1. Will they stop the bomb from going down? It's unlikely at this point. A little bit too slow, but that is fine. I don't think they really give a damn at this point. After this, there's going to be 1 round left in the half, and another clean round will go to EnVyUS. So they are making fast work of Titan, and I think many people expected EnVyUS to do well, but maybe not this well.
I'm going to rename my auto sniper on the CT side, Dan, and call it Old Dirty Bastard, because I think it is a very apt name. It's really good for no scopes as well. Even if you're like on the A bomb site on Dust2, no scoping someone a short, it's surprisingly accurate, which just makes it even more fun to use. So coming into the last round now, and we have triple AWPs. NBK's dropped his auto sniper, and he's gone for an AWP as well. So we've got 4 AWPs with Apex here to save the day should he be required for any more 1v3s. Wasn't even a 1v3, just a 3-man. Well.
Oh no. And Titan are going for a fast B play, so they pretty much go for the best play possible there, just get themselves straight into that B-bomb site. They're trying to take over the B yard, see if they can get themselves all the way up there, but actually EnVyUS are somehow wiping the floor with them. Wow. Each player with a kill apart from Kenny S at this point. So, wow. 12-3. James. That is a strong half.
That is your pick. Not really going the way you wanted it to, at least for now. You know, we've seen many 12-3 halves on Overpass as well.
It's
EnVyUS. Possible.
You picked Titan.
Well, they haven't lost yet then. It's possible that they could have the same half. It's possible. But first they need to get past the pistol.
It's possible, but very unlikely, I guess is the best way to put it. As EnVyUS, you know, their style there was, you know, okay, it's just simple CT defense. It's quite cool to see how they've incorporated the AWP on, you know, the multiple players they have that can AWP well, like Happy and KennyS. Having Happy, you know, rotating between connector on some rounds, and he's on secret on other rounds, and KennyS generally being towards the yard seemed like a pretty good approach.
People like to complain about Happy's AWPing a lot. It's like, oh, Happy shouldn't be AWPing, but he clearly doesn't give a monkeys about what you think.
I mean, he's always been really good with it.
I like watching him AWP.
That's a discussion we can have later. We're into the pistol round now, so this is going to be for Titan Starvation. They must defend whatever comes their way, and the question for them and for us is going to be, are EnVyUS going to go in straight away, or are they going to double back to Pop Dog? Because they have left a player in Pop Dog. Okay, they're dropping in.
Yeah, they are on the site. Let's see if they're going to go for the standard plants. Indeed, they are. Just the Glocks out, no nades. We'll see how it goes. Titan have a man advantage for now. Soon disposed of by KennyS. Smith's going to use the range of those USPSs to get that one tap coming in. Kishima happy to find more. Now it's RPK versus 2. He's got a lot to do here. There must be a kit somewhere, but he needs to find it after getting the frags. Those are very fast headshots, and he will have time to defuse this bomb. So Titan win the all-important pistol round in the second half, which gives them an opportunity. But it's going to be Envy on the fourth buy, Dan, potentially, unless they go for AKs in the third round. Yeah,
it's hard to say what they'll choose. I think it'd be nicer to actually save, but you can make an argument for both strategies. And it is a different EnVyUS than the old one, of course. I think we can stereotype them. It's a new.
Well, they still win the force buys on CT at least.
Well, I mean, of course, you know, there are spots where they're going to be force buying, but they don't do it nearly as much. I mean, it was symptomatic, I think, of just disarray.
A broken home, Dan.
Disarray, yeah, disarray within the team. I think no one really cared enough. Either way, moving on from the past EnVyUS shenanigans, we will get a save from them. So they just went with a few P250s, P250 Eco, Tech 9 on KennyS, and that is it. And let's see what damage they can do with it. Looking for a bomb plant, looking for a kill or two, and you can see the new accuracy of the hitboxes there. Existence tracing Kishima in the air there, very nicely done. Looking quite, well, relatively clean. Just Maniac who's fallen. No bomb down here for EnVyUS. So I think Titan. I think both sides are fairly happy with that, because 2 frags is pretty nice too for EnVyUS.
I have to say, I'm quite impressed at the airtime we saw there. That was very Jordan-esque. But even more impressed that he was actually killed, Dan. You can shoot people now when they're in the air. What a time to be alive. I'm not even saying that sarcastically. 7-round lead for Envy. Can Titan continue to close it? We have the buy coming out for Envy. Titan with an MP9 on Maniac and a P90 on Smiths. See if that MP9 will do anything. Obviously, Titan far behind, going to look for an aggressive start. RPK gets a man advantage, but doesn't last very long. They will lose 2 players in quick succession. Shocks take down Apex to even things up once more.
So we have a situation where EnVyUS have now decided, okay, 3 versus 3, let's combine our forces, let's move together towards this B-bomb site. They're regrouping, they're going for the push. There's only one man who's there to stand in their way, it's Maniac. He's got an MP9, he's in the smoke. And he could ruin the day of EnVyUS if he's able to pop out and just get all these kills. It's just all about timing. Nobody's looking, the timing is... Oh, what was that? No. Happy just spins around, he was shooting somewhere else. And I think Maniac's going to feel completely robbed of that one, because now EnVyUS are taking liberties in this round. All 3 players are very low. Shocks can absolutely pull this one off, but it's going to be tough.
Yeah, we'll see if he can do it. He's up against AKs as well. They don't require many bullets either, so it's down to the 1 versus 1. He does not have a kit, and Happy...
Oh, they know that he hasn't got a kit. They saw it in the death cam, I guess.
Yeah, he doesn't have time, so that will be that. But the thing is, if Maniac didn't have an MP9 there, I'm not sure if he had the money to get something better, because obviously it's going to be strange to have an MP9 when you know Envy are going for the buy. Difficult times.
I guess he just wanted a lot of nades, but yeah. I was actually worried for Happy there, because if his teammates didn't call that there was no kit, he's going to peek after 4 seconds, because after he hears the defuse, he's going to count in his head like 1, 2, because you want to peek at the last possible second to see if they're defusing or not, so you get like a second to kill them.
Even if he died there, the round became impossible as well.
Exactly, yeah. So, well, we're going to see the next round play out very quickly indeed, as EnVyUS take no time at all to just go for the challenges. They're just barreling into the yard area and taking all the fights that they can. And it is going to be Titan who are going to be resilient this time around. They've managed to actually gain an advantage of 1 man.
Indeed, but they don't have the advantage on economy at the moment. They are lacking money, so they cannot afford, even if they win this round, to lose many, if any, more players. Otherwise, EnVy can continue to pressure and eventually try to get themselves over the hole without a concern as to how many rounds Titan gain. There is an 8-round deficit, as you can see at the moment, so EnVy with the biggest of cushions. The 2 EnVy players remaining are heavily tagged, however. Maniac doesn't find the angle in time, though, and now things have got pretty bad for Existence. He does have an AWP, maybe the saving grace, if he can find the angles.
Yeah, this is an interesting situation. Distance will spot the first player, but he himself has been spotted, and thus his element of surprise is gone. But he does get a nice little drive-by shot there onto MBK, but Kiyoshima has had other ideas. He's running all the way around for the guaranteed plant situation, and this is going to be interesting to see if he can get a position after this. It's unlikely. Existence is so far up now through connector. Now Kiyoshima is moving close. Who is going to find who first? Oh, the Existence is going to do it with the P250, or P2000 even, and win the round for his team. But the problem is, the bomb went down, EnVyUS have lost a couple rounds in a row, and Existence is the last man alive. So we're going to, okay, so just lost 1 in a row, so it's going to be $800, $2,700 they get in the next round. So unlikely they're going to fall. I think they will be saving by, you know, P250s. And
I'm curious as to, like, Existence ran down the ladder with his back facing the ladder. So I'm curious as to what that looks like, because they've made new ladder animations as well. But if somebody's running up and down the ladder, not facing the ladder, what kind of animation does that have?
Either way, we are actually going to see a force buy from EnVyUS, so I was completely wrong.
Of course, because they killed so many Titan players that they can just continue to pressure the economy. That's the main factor here. They have the cushion to do that.
Force buys just really suck on this map, though.
Yeah, but they just got to grind them down. If they can continue, they've got little to lose. It's worth the gamble compared to the round advantage they have.
So they get the counterplay from Titan. Maniac with the counter incendiary. He is going to get caught by the side, though. Didn't think to check his rights. And that will be Apex pushing straight up into connector. Very nicely done. That's exactly how you win around like this. Get yourself in connector, kill those CTs. But Existence has found himself a position, and nobody's challenging him just yet. RPK is going to hit the stepping of a Happy. He's going to eliminate his position, and that is it. The round will be won by EnVyUS. Sorry, by Titan. EnVyUS, I feel like they could have they could have done a lot worse there. But yeah, bomb down.
It was a really good plant as well. It was a really good plant because if Happy gets that kill in connector, then EnVy pretty much win the round because they have essentially a crossfire on the bomb being planted on the sides of the train as opposed to the default plant spot. So you can see that they had an idea in mind and it wasn't just like a random push. So Titan, at that point, Titan were lucky to get away with it. Again, if they don't get that frag in connector, they probably lose the round.
So what kind of round will we see this time? EnVyUS not going super fast, but they do have players in position around Pop Dog and T Main. And in they go. Actually not taking all that long for them to go for the push. Just going straight out there just with a few grenades. You see the counter incendiaries, but for what? Everybody's dead. It's just Existence who's left alone again. I feel like we've seen this situation before. And EnVyUS look like they are about to take this round. And Existence, what can he do in this position? He's going to find MBK, but now his position has been given up. He has the bomb at the very least, but he's sitting in the tiniest choke point ever. So what on earth does he do here? This is so hard for Existence.
Trying to bait out any pre-fires, trying to identify where these players are. Managed to get himself one quick 1v1, but that's going to be that. Again, now all the economic pressure that EnVy have done in the previous rounds will pay off. You can see Existence, Maniac, and Smiths, and Shocks with next to no money. So what is the play here for Titan? I mean, really, they have to go for a force.
Yeah, I mean, there's no other solution really. Playing for the overtime makes less sense because you're spreading your. This way you can spread the variance a little bit. I mean, if they win at force by now, they have a way better chance to do it than if they save and then win. Then things get, you know, things are much harder. So it does make a lot of sense. So here we go. Titan are going to go close to these spots where EnVyUS have been so fast to push, and RPK will get the frag.
Can leave that gun for a teammate. Should they be able to make it there a bit later on? Obviously, they don't want to run the gauntlet just yet. Depending on what EnVy are doing, we know they're capable of very quick explosions. So we'll have to see. Now you can see finally there's a Titan player going up to pick up the weapon. That's going to be Existence. He'll take the AK, leave RPK with the M4. And Apex is going to get a blind shot through the smoke onto Shocks, which is a bit of insult to injury there. RPK going down despite having his rifle. 3 versus 3 though. Apex and KenYes are heavily tagged at the moment. Distance, maybe he can find the right connection, but he's almost got 3 people to deal with at the same time. Only Maniac remains now as EnVy head towards round 15. He's giving himself a 1 versus 1. He could actually win this for his team because he's got the 5.7, there's armor-piercing bullets, and Kenny's only got 25 HP.
But where is he? That's the question for Maniac right now. He's going to be able to play from connector those. We talked about this before. It's a nice position as he can hear the bomb plant. And that can allow him to move safely. And KenYes won't know where he's actually moving in from. So there is the jump, and he goes for the spray. That's very close. 1 HP on Kenny. Couldn't be closer than that. Here comes the defuse there for Maniac. He's going to try to bait Kenny out. Kenny needs to get a fast shot with this Tech 9. He's trying to predict where Maniac's going to be approaching from, but here it is, just playing on the electric box, trying to kill time, but 1 HP for both players now. This is actually absurd. KenYes pulls out the AWP, and this is definitely not the ideal weapon for a situation like this, but Maniac isn't finding him in time. Oh, this is not, there's no time left to make it happen, and unfortunately for Maniac, despite getting the kill,
Will he escape?
his team will lose the round.
He can't go and get the AWP either. That's one of the most insane ends to a round I've seen, where both players tag each other down to 1 HP, and they just run around the bomb site until there's no time to defuse.
Yeah, that was weird. Oh dear, poor Maniac. Well, 15-7, so EnVyUS are on match point now, and they're looking to close this one out pretty quick. They've got a severe weapon advantage. It's not looking good here for Titan. Let's not sugarcoat this one. Maniac, though, he's in position to do a lot of damage. Can he get that spray down with that AK? Here he goes. Oh, that's a bit anticlimactic. Looks like he's going to go down, and this is looking fairly impossible at this point for Titan to win this match.
Smiths and RPK left. Smiths has an MP9 versus 3 AKs with support from the FAMAS of RPK soon to leave. Smiths has an upgrade again, no kits, and that's that. The GG's come in, then the headshot comes in soon.